Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. The video that's coming up right now is going to explain what you can do to help with the fix of your tank if you have a leak in the tank and where the possible leaks are. But I will be doing a video showing exactly how to go through the step-by-step. All right, I just haven't gotten to it yet, but I did want to address it, so I just wanted to make this video real quick for you. Okay, so stay tuned to, if you haven't subscribed, hit the notification bell so you can get the new video that's coming out. But I will be demonstrating the fix that I explained in this video. All right, enjoy. Hey guys, okay, so I've been getting a lot of questions about cracks and leaking from your tanks, and I just figured I'd just make a short little video that maybe can help, so let's see. Okay, all right, but thanks for tuning in again and watching the videos. I appreciate all the positive comments, all the support, and let's get started. All right, so this works with any one of the shampoos. Okay, as long as it's a plastic tank. This explanation kind of helped guide you through knowing what's going on. Okay, now I want you to see something here. Let's use this. Okay, you see the top of this is a seam, right? You see that seam? Okay, that seam means that either through heat, adhesive, something, they had to put two pieces together to make this hole. All right, and it happens with a lot of tanks. Even some of them, they're molds, and you kind of pour it in a mold, but then you still have to kind of fuse the molds together. At the bottom here, see that seam there? Okay, so sometimes your leak can be here. All right, and unfortunately, right now, I don't think there's a fix. I mean, you can, really kind of MacGyver this deal and see if you can make it work, but there's no real fix. The other Bissells, you can screw off this piece here, and this goes into the auto receiver, so the water can escape. And the other ones, you can screw it off and it comes off, you can replace it, right? But this kind, it's part of the tank. But sometimes your leaking can come from a crack in the seams, and you won't even see it. Okay, big cracks are obvious, of course, right? But there are times when the leak is either going to come from a knob that's loose, okay, like that or this, okay, or it's going to come from the seams. Now, what can you do? I recommend just replacing the tank. But there are circumstances and the timing issue where replacing the tank and waiting for the tank is not going to solve the problem. So you need like a quick fix, right? This is probably a temporary fix, but I've used it. I've used it many times for other applications, but water seemed to find its way through any crease that's available. So just keep this in mind, that the water is the way it is. This is what you can do. You can use something like this, something like resin, fiberglass, the liquid kind. If you could kind of look at the top, you can see some of the liquid kind of oozing there. All right, and what you would do, you would get something like this. Use glove, use glasses, use a mask. All right, and just pour a little bit in a little saucer, and then a hardener comes with it. It's a clear liquid in a clear tube. Kind of squeeze a little bit of hardener, read your instructions, make sure you're using the right amount. You're gonna spend quite a little bit of time here just kind of whipping it together to get it so it's properly blended and it's all the way through. When you start seeing the little bubbles pop, 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 most likely you're there. And then what you do is you get a sandpaper, okay? And sand the area where you suspect the leak is coming from, okay? Sand it really good, okay? Get it real, what you want is for, you make the area rough enough for the fiberglass here can kind of just settle in, okay, and settle in. So now, I would probably give this a couple of hours. It'll dry really fast though. It'll dry maybe an hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that, okay? But it's still kind of moldable in a way. It's kind of soft. You want it to get really set in like plastic, because it becomes like plastic. Think about some of the boards. It's like epoxy, like the epoxy, like what this is epoxy covering that Hendrix board right there, very glossy and shiny and hard, right? So this becomes similar to that. And who knows? You could probably even use epoxy on that solution, but it's going to be runny, so it may not set. This here becomes really kind of thick, and it'll set. All right. So I would do that, guys. If possible, let's say you have a tank like this, okay, and let's say, for example, you see where the opening is right here, okay? And let's say the leak was down here. I would, if you can, if you can do it, I would pour some from the inside, right? And let that maybe set first, okay? When that's set, then I would turn it around, okay, and get it in a nice position there, and then cover it and pour it on the outside. Okay, so you're protecting, you have the inside and the outside done. Let it harden, maybe even sand it again, maybe apply some more again. But then that may give you a temporary fix. Only reason I say temporary, like I said, water is a thing that will find its way. But I figure that if they can seal this off, if they can seal that and for it not to leak, then you can also do the same thing with this. So it's a try, okay? It's an answer, all right? And if any one of you have success using this on other projects, leave it in the comments below. I'd like to hear more about these, because I use the other kind, the ones with the strands, when I'm repairing like plastic parts that they don't make anymore, and I have to do some kind of work with it, and I've done that, and it's been successful. It's just that, like, again, so for some applications, it's a temporary fix, especially if you're going to use repair on parts that kind of move. Okay, eventually you'll break the work that you've done. But I think you should have success with this. And if you have a small leak that you need to patch up for the time, and even if it's and I'm done here. Even if it's a big leak, a big crack, what you can do the same thing I mentioned before, but this time what you can do is you can put tape over the area, over here. Let's say the crack is here, okay? Put tape over it. Open your thing, pour the solution, all right, and let it create a surface on the inside. Harden it, let it harden. Then go on the outside now, rip the tape off, and what you have is on the inside of where the tape is, you'll have a hard plastic. Now do the outside, okay? And now create an outside layer. And I'd love to see some of your projects if you've done something like that. All right, guys, until next time. And I said I was going to try to put up as many videos as I can with a new schedule I'm taking on, and it's the growing pains are there, so the videos are not as flowing as frequent as they should. But I will settle myself, and when I'm settled, then I should be able to put out that once a week. My goal was to do one video a week at least. But I'll keep reading the comments, and as they pop up, I'll start making the material for it and find the time. Don't worry, guys. I will find this time, and I will keep them coming. All right? Until next time. Bye.